Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is get my easy connector hooked up right here. And this is using the adapter, so if I want to disconnect this, it's just magnetically attached. And the reason why I'm using this, so a lot of people might say, well, if you're going through an adapter, what's the point? Well, the point is, if for some reason it needs to break away, it has the ability to break away without tearing the jack out of the side of the truck. All right, it's in place. Let's check the lights. Got the emergency flashers on. Just walk into the back real quick. And both lights are flashing. We're in good shape. Okay, so we are going to take this on just a short little test drive just to kind of see what's going on with it, how the Goosebox works. I'm sure it's going to work exactly the same as the Generation 1 and Generation 2 in terms of function and dampening. But what I'm more interested in actually determining is what it looks like from a turning angle perspective. Okay, so for this little exercise, I'm actually going to have the camera mounted to the back just so it's filming everything. So I'm not going to be talking during this, so enjoy the silence. Okay, so I have the trailer at about I'm gonna probably say about a 75-degree angle right now to the truck. Sorry if it's windy. And I have probably 1 3/4 inches space between that and the bed rail here. The little part that I cut out doesn't really factor in because I didn't cut enough out far enough for it to really matter right now. But I'm gonna try to go a little further, and we're gonna see how close we can get this before the hitch, the Goosebox, actually makes contact with the bed rail. So yeah, we have a little bit of space. So let's see how much further we can go. Now here's the key too. Our cord isn't completely taut, but it's getting there. So we have to kind of get that out of the way also. So let's see what happens. So there it is. That is pretty dang awesome. And just so you guys know how big of a moment this is for me, this is the first time we have ever had the truck and fifth wheel at 90 degrees like this, ever. We've never been able to do this before. And with the Gen 3 Goosebox, obviously they've been able to adjust that angle, and it seems as if you have some more adjustment in there if you want. And now it's given me that capability, which is super, super cool. I didn't have to worry about the front hitting the truck at all, at least again with our specific setup. So I'm not saying you can do this with your RV. Your RV may have a front cap, or it may have the placement of the front actual wings and the pin box in a location that don't allow it to work. But for our setup, it does. And again, this is a long bed. This is an 8-foot bed. So those of you with short bed trucks probably would never be able to get close to doing this. So just keep that in mind as well. Very cool. Anyways, guys, we are going to have a lot more content on this new Generation 3 Reese Goosebox. We'll be able to evaluate it from a towing perspective, but the reality is that it's pretty much the same in terms of function as the first 2 generations of Goosebox. So not a lot there is going to be different. The main difference is that it is now compatible with the new Rhino frame, and they've changed the valve positioning so it shouldn't lose air. And then finally, it might give you the clearance you need to be able to do a full 90-degree turn if you need to. Very cool. Guys, I will throw a link in the description of this video if this is a product that you may be interested in. Big shout out to the folks over at Reese for providing this for review and evaluation. I think it's almost perfect if they just made a couple little tweaks that I mentioned in the video. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.